as you can see, I have a new motorcycle, which I am extremely happy about. Nice, cooler day finally. It's been like 3 months since the last motorcycle video, and I pretty much ride every day, so watching that video and watching me riding now makes me cry a little bit because of the lack of riding skill. Not that I have a lot of skill now, it's only been 3 months since then. But it's all good, it's fun. Now I have a 2016 Road Glide, which is so much better. Feels better, rides better, accelerates better, handles a lot better. The Softail just felt really heavy. Like, I know that's part of its charm too, is people like a really sturdy, heavy motorcycle. Like 100 or 200 pounds heavier, it feels so much lighter. And it doesn't have that problem that the Road Kings have, where it feels like you're on top of it and you're losing balance. This thing feels just like the Softail, balance-wise. So what basically happened was, I've been riding to work a lot on my other bike, and I kind of just felt like I was outgrowing it. Like, I was accelerating faster than it could go, and a lot of it was safety related too, is I couldn't accelerate fast enough when I needed to. And accelerating will get you out of more problems than braking will. That bike, the braking on that bike was horrible compared to this one. I don't know if it's I was talking to my dad, I don't know if it's this bike is just so good that the other one seems bad, or the other one actually had issues. I just cleaned my room, so cat hair is all up in my chest. Look at that, RPMs. I can see my RPMs now. I'm so happy. Look at this, look at this. I'm at like a loss of words right now, because usually I'm listening to music. I have my phone connected with the Bluetooth and I just play my music from my phone on here. So I barely ever ride this without listening to music, but since I'm doing this I have to. Can't have both, I don't think, at least. Or it would just be very distracting if you did. The only thing I need to do to this bike is get new pipes though, because that lack of pipes is sad, and it's not very safe either. You notice I didn't set off the car alarm when I was sitting right next to it, so that's nice for a change, but still, being heard is very important. So I'm just out riding, going around. I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. Probably go ride around Elsinore, because I went to Thomas Farms yesterday, so I don't want to go that way again, because that's no fun. So I'll probably go right around that neighborhood over there, come back, and I have to go to the store for my mother, because it's Thanksgiving today. Not really, we're doing it on Monday, because my brother works, so we're doing it today. That's a lot of leaves. Piano lessons. So you can't even rev bomb under an overpass because it's not loud enough. And the hardest thing about this so far is the whole break-in period thing. You can't ride it like you normally would. Like, you have to, or you're supposed to, if you're able, stay below 3,500 RPMs. And I usually shift around 3,500, I found out. So having to do it at 30 all the time is kind of weird. Did I say 30,000, 3,000, whatever it is? 3,500, yeah. Never mind, I was right. I questioned myself for no reason. So that whole wind is coming up through these holes right here, and it blocks this wind from hitting me, so it goes up like this and creates a shield. It's actually really cool. All I'm hearing right now is wind, so I don't know what's coming through the microphone. I'll see you later. Oh, bump. There it is. They covered it up so I can barely know where that bump is anymore. I'll stop at some point and take pictures / video with my face of the bike because it is beautiful. I know I said I was gonna do it the other one, I never did, but that's because I'm lazy. And that other bike is not nearly as pretty as this one is. Something else that's nice is it has gear indicator on there, so I know what gear I'm in. I always counted before, and I still count now until I have it, but it's nice to have it there in case I forget. Mostly for rev matching is when I use. I'm like, okay, I'm in this gear, so that means I can go at this RPM and slow down. So yeah. So maybe, I don't know, another month, a month after the last video, I started riding my bike to work because I work closer now. And it's about maybe a 45-minute ride to work. Because I don't go on freeways still, because I promised I wouldn't, which I shouldn't have done. So I ride to work, rode that Softail to work all the time. I put like 2,000 miles on it. So by the time I sold it or traded it in for this one, it had like 62,000 something miles on it. Narrow bridge, okay. All those trees gone. Those trees are growing back though. Bump. You do feel the bumps a little bit more in this than the Softail, but it doesn't bottom out, which the Softail did. Softail, you felt better, but you bottomed out pretty easy with the shocks all the way up. This one, there's no bottoming out at all. There's them air shocks though. I think the speed limit's 55 or 45, one of the two. Oh, I'm going 55 because I don't know. I don't know. What time is it? It's 9:45 in the morning on Monday. Everyone's at work. Except for me because I work nights. I still need to get the clock fixed. I need to set the clock on this thing because it's always wrong. It's not even the same wrong every time. It's like be 2 hours off now, an hour and 55 minutes off next time I turn on. It's weird. I'll have to look at that. And I was able to get a new bike. Was Riverside Harley had some deal going on where they give you full value, NADA value on your bike. And I was gonna go to get a used one. I was gonna get like a 2007 or 2008 model of this. And they're like, okay, well we have a 2010 here and I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. And they're like, okay, well it costs 20,000. It costs 20,000. I'm like, what? And they said the new one costs 24. I'm like, that's really a 4,000 difference between a 5-year difference in bikes. And they're like, yep. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. How much you can give me for my bike? And they're like, well, since you're buying a used bike, we'll give you 3,000 for it. I'm like, well, I was like, no, that's not okay. And they said, if you get a new bike though, we'll give you 6,000. And I was like, okay, fine, sure, yeah, let's do that. And of course, because I have very little / no credit, my payments are ridiculous. But like my father had pointed out, is I don't have any bills, so I'm not really worried about it. I don't know why I'm checking over my shoulders. No, it's only one lane, but never know. My nose is so itchy right now. Oh my goodness. So I guess with the combination of the bike being better and me being a better rider, I'm able to talk a lot more and a lot easier than I was before. Because before I would think about what I was going to say and try to say it while riding and mess it up a lot, but now it's like whatever. Oh, that was a big bump. Are there children present? Yes, there are children present. Hold on, slow down. 45, 44, 43, 42, 25 when children present. Okay. Is children at school being present or during school hours? Huh, that's electronic now. When I went there, which is a normal one, I'm gonna move out of the way because this person's not looking. Good lord, that place changed so much. Worst 3 years of my life right there. I like to pretend like they never happened. People come up to me and say, oh hey Solomon, you remember me? No, where do I know you from? Oh, we went to Terracotta together. I'm like, I don't remember. I try not to. Yeah, I remember you had your big hair and you played guitar, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't remember you because I choose not to. Because I hated school a lot. Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going. I've never ridden this. I've driven this way though. I know where I am now. Fun fact. Go on, go. Fun fact, my ex-girlfriend lives here. It's the only reason I know where I am right now. But I don't remember. Oh, good lord, that was like 6-7 years ago. I don't remember where I'm going or where to go. Gee, where am I? Oh, okay. That's that little park with all the rabbits. This is also where my car driving instructor, however so many years ago, took us, because it's all this open area over here. I think I turned here. If I turn here, I should remember where I am. Yeah, okay, I know where I am. There's Spyglass. I think Spyglass goes all the way down. I honestly don't remember though. I don't. I'm purposely not looking at her house because I don't want this, to say I was looking for her house. That doesn't help me. Okay, well I'm gonna go in here, turn around, and go back the way I came. That shows how well I know where I'm going without GPS, because I usually use my GPS to find everything. You ever see that picture that says, oh hey, when you break up with your ex or whatever, the worst part is you don't see their dog anymore, and the dog doesn't know why you don't come to visit them anymore. That's really, of the two exes that had dogs that I had, that's what I miss the most, is their dogs. Now if they had cats though, it would be worth trying to fight for a relationship, because I love cats so much. How Walter-rific is about dogs, that's how I am about cats. I love cats so much, it's not even funny. Like, my debit card has a picture of my cat on it, and I get made fun of at stores constantly for that. I was at Tom's Farms yesterday and I was paying for food and I was wearing like all this biker stuff, just because you wear that while you ride for safety reasons. And I don't know where I am again. You wear all that for safety reasons, and he looked all scary. He was all intimidated looking at me. Intimidated looking? That was not even a sentence, Solomon. He looked at me in a very intimidated manner, and I handed him my card, and he's like, oh, nice cat. I'm like, thank you. Her name is Chowder. And he's like, then he like calmed down, and not calmed down, he relaxed a little bit when he saw that. My calico cat's name is Chowder. I am fogging up a storm in my helmet. but I can't open it because you won't be able to hear me because the air thing, which is awesome, makes it hard for motovlogging because you can't hear it. I don't know where to go now. I still need to go to the store, but I don't know what store I want to go to. Let's see this. I don't know if it's because there's more metal on the bottom or what, but this bike, it's a lot harder to set off the street lights, the traffic lights, than it was on the Softail. Maybe because it's higher up, has 2 inches of more clearance from the ground than the Softail did. But I always have to position it perfectly, absolutely perfectly, for the light to set. More than once I had to back up and do it again to get it to go. That's an orange light. Oh, something else awesome about this bike. Oh, hey, cruise control. Like, I couldn't do this on the Softail, not just the cruise control wise, but the balance wise, cruise control did not balance very well. This one balances perfectly. And like, I can ride like this all day, not be an issue. And you just press it and push it down to start it, and take it off and press it again. Because there's a good lord, cannot talk today. There's a steering stabilizer in this one, and there wasn't in the Softail. Oh, and the Softail was only 5 gears too. That sucks. That was awful. Going anywhere near a fast speed at all, and you try to switch gears up to it, and that bike's just screaming at you to try to keep up. It's ridiculous. Like, to be going comfortably at 55 on that one street I drive on to go to Vaughn's, it had to be in 5th gear. 4th gear wasn't enough. 5th gear, which was the top gear, was comfortable, and that's not good at all. This bike has a higher, I don't know if that's what the gear ratio people are talking about usually is, but this bike, it can go a higher speed at a lower gear, and it has 6th gear on top of that. Well, so one I had was like whatever the 90 engine was that Harley's had, this one has a 103. So instead of being a 1450cc, this one's 1660. Which is really nice, you can tell. Because the bike just goes where you want it to, however fast you want it to. You're following awfully close, ma'am, sir. I'm guessing it's a ma'am because it's a van. I should have gone to freaking GameStop and see if Nicole was working. But no, I don't have money for that. Because of this. And this is totally worth it. And around the corner. That's a truck. So I guess I'll probably go straight through and then go to Vaughn's, and then I'll be done with this video. I think how long it is. Either do it, cut it in 2 sections again, or whatever. I'll probably stop at Vaughn's, take the video of the bike. I didn't downshift out of habit. Finally learned how to do that. Change. Thank you. The traffic light listened for once in my life. Man, there's a bump. It's so weird, like driving to work so often, I have all the bumps, or everything is memorized now. I know exactly where they are, which I suppose is normal, but it's still kind of weird to think about. You don't think about that when you're driving. You don't think about bumps or potholes or anything like that. The radio's on 105.7 reserved, apparently. I don't listen to the radio, ever. By the time I got a car, auxiliary cables in cars and radios were somewhat normal, so I don't even bother with it. And not even those radio ones where you plug a freaking tape in, then plug your phone in, or you have to like plug your phone in and then find a radio station that's not being used. It's just auxiliary cables going directly into the car were a thing. And I'm going to ride behind this truck because speed does not bother me because I'm not a hooligan. Do it with Dan. like consistent bumps here, which is usually a result of the street not being done properly. When it's consistent, you can predict it. That means that there was an issue with when they laid it down. Or there was an earthquake, one of the two. I'm gonna go fishing. No, there's no fish in there at all. Like, there's nothing. I don't know why people even try. Experienced fishermen try to go there and they're like, yeah, there's really nothing in here. 817, use detours. Temescal goes, oh, okay, yeah. This street up here, going straight is close, so you have to turn, but I'm turning anyway, so it's not an issue. I've never had to actually turn around though on my bike yet, because they usually let you go through because you can occupy a very small space. Like, oh, I went on a date with this girl in this movie theater, and I parked on one side, and she parked on the other, and the security guard was like blocking off part of the street, and I asked him like, hey, can I go through? I only have a bike. And he's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm like, yes. If I had a car, I'd have to go around. I need to get an air pump for my air shocks, because I need to make sure they're at 50 at all times. Because I prefer a sturdy ride. I don't know why it does that now. Sound. Before on the Donna, it means it was bottoming out, but this one's not bottoming out because I can bounce up and down, and so it goes consistently through it. So I think it might just because it's new or something. You know anything about bikes, or Harleys in general, you know that this one, the fairing doesn't move, which is amazing, which is what I preferred, which is why I got it. Because fairings are heavy. Every time I get there, I put my foot down, and then the light changes, like immediately after. No matter how long I try to hold it, it will not be okay, it will not do it. There's a lot of people here. Do people work? Is there a Thanksgiving break? Is that a thing? I don't remember. It's been so long since I went to school. A whole 4 years. A whole high school career. That's how long it's been since I've been to school. Parking spots. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Shift into reverse. I don't have reverse though. I wish I did. Okay, turn that off. Open up my helmet because I can't breathe. That lady's mad because I took her parking spot. I didn't take it, I just got here first. I'll do the video we'll get later so I'm not in the way of anybody. Be right back.